Yes, and welcome to the second in the series of 5 players City could sign in 2022. And today we're moving on to the midfielders. Yesterday we did the strikers. If you've not already checked that one out, go and have a look at it. And tomorrow we will be focusing on left backs. But today is the day of the midfielders. Who will replace Fernandinho when that legend eventually leaves this football club, which we'd all expect to be next summer given his age. We've got 5. Most of these are given to us by yourselves, and we've had a look at them and rated them and stuff, and we're going to go through them today. Before we do, some house rules, Bray.
House rules.
Starting off, first of all, with today's sponsor. It's the sponsor of the series. It's the guys at Manscaped. If you have a ball sack, you know what I mean, which most people do.
Most men do.
If you are a man, you know what I mean. You will know. Well, you may know that you need to shave your balls now and again, and you don't want to use the outdated shavers in it. You need to get yourself this, which is a lawnmower 4.0 with its ceramic blades, skin-safe technology, waterproof technology. It's wireless. It has a torch. It's got it all. And it's you can get 20% off, bro. You can get 20% off at manscaped.com with code EXTRA20. I don't know how much more I can sell this product for you, bro.
It's so good, isn't it? And this might be a mini series, but don't make your thing look any smaller by having hair down there, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want the hair down there, innit?
Nah, you know what I mean?
Smooth gang is the way forward.
Go check it out, guys. Links in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Let's set a like target of 1,000. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's video when we take a look at the left backs. Right, let's get into it then. So, the first one on the list, bro, I've got to say, about a year ago when we were linked with it, maybe a little bit longer, or people were starting to mention, I was like, nah. But I tell you what, the more I watch this guy, the more I want him, and it's Basuma, bro. It's Basuma from Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, this guy looks the real deal. He looks sick. I don't think it'll be long before someone comes calling, and maybe it is City who comes a calling.
Can I ask you a question, bro, on this one, actually? Do you think that someone has done a deal for Basuma for next summer? Because I'm absolutely gobsmacked that no one's gone him for him this year. Do you think that someone's done a deal and say, look, we'll come and get you next year, but you just stay there for one more year? Because why did Arsenal...
I don't get why. Yeah, I don't get why.
Someone like that going for him.
Why didn't United go for him, bro? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to see this. Someone like that. I don't get how he's still at Brighton. That's not disrespect. I just think he's a very, very good player. I think he deserves to be in one of the top sides. I think he'd be good at City. That's why he's on his list.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be a good fit for City when Fernandinho leaves. It's a myth, the fact that he's still there. I'm not sure how long he's got left on his current contract. I'm not sure how much he would cost. I think you're looking 50 million. Yeah, I was thinking
minimum.
Yeah, I was thinking 40-50 mil is what the minimum price would be for him. It's crazy. He's a great player. Crazy. He's so good.
The more I watch him, the more I think, yeah, this guy's got it. But yeah, brilliant option. I think, yeah, 50 million as an absolute minimum. You probably, because it's, you're buying off an English club, you're probably going to be spending a bit more than that. But look, a very good player, and I think one that the more you watch him, the more you can see that he could replace Fernandinho. Number 2 on the list, Mönchengladbach player Niehaus. Obviously, we were linked with Zakaria last year quite a lot, but Niehaus is now being the one that a lot of City fans are looking at, saying this guy, we need to be taking a look at him. Obviously, he's playing in the German league, a decent league there. He's apparently he's better than Zakaria from what people are saying now as well. Which to be honest, I wasn't impressed with Zakaria last year, but Niehaus, another good option, playing at a good team, playing Champions League football for Mönchengladbach last year, and obviously the years before. And look, just a very, very good player, bro. He's a good option, you know what I mean? He's on the list because he's a good option.
Yeah, I think he played decent for Germany as well, so... You know what I mean? This guy seems to be... He's definitely up there on people's, you know what I mean, people's list of centre-mids that we can go and buy. And, you know what I mean? Everyone was kind of had like the tunnel vision for Zakaria when we played Mönchengladbach. I think this guy kind of went a bit like under the radar a bit and made people notice him. They made people notice him a little bit more than what like people were obviously thought they would be at first with going for Zakaria. So I feel like our attention did turn to Niehaus. It's something that I don't think there's been any links at all, but I think it's one that the fans are kind of willing to happen. Kind of like Husam Awar, bro. Everyone wanted. That's what everyone wanted to happen. Obviously, it never come to fruition, but people want this one.
What I like about Niehaus as well is that his goals and assists are actually quite good for a midfielder. You know what I mean? He's got 6 goals last year and 6 assists in 33 Bundesliga appearances. That's decent. That's not too bad, And he doesn't seem to get that many injuries either, which is obviously key and crucial, especially when you're playing in that position. You're running about a lot in the centre of the park, so you need to make sure that your fitness is good. Look, I think he's a good option. Transfermarkt have got a value of around £30 million. So, again, you're probably paying a little bit more than that, maybe 40, 50 million. But, look, a good option. And you guys have done well with this link. Next on the list, spoke about him a little bit already, but Zakaria. Look, we were linked with this guy quite a lot last year. A lot of people were saying we wanted him. I'm not going to lie, guys. When we played Borussia Mönchengladbach last year, I thought it was absolutely shocking. I'm not going to lie. Like, the first game, he failed to close down João Cancelo. He just let him just do whatever he wants.
He did the same in the second game as well.
Yeah, he just looked lazy, lethargic, wasn't putting energy in for his team. And I just thought, you know what? Nah, that for him, that day, them games for him was like a selling point. It was like a sales opportunity, you know what I mean? And he just absolutely destroyed it. He was absolutely pants. And to be honest, guys, I just can't. I can't get behind this one. I really can't.
I think apparently you can get this guy cheap. 20 mil around that.
There's a reason he's cheap, bro. It's because he's shit.
That was funny. Yeah, well, obviously around 20 mil, innit? He's around 20 mil. Like you say, he's cheap for a reason. But I think I wanted him before the matches, and then before the games that we've seen him in, after seeing some highlight videos and that, and it just goes to showing it. Highlight videos don't tell the actual truth.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was trash, and I think the club were actually interested in him before that as well, but then like you say, he failed.
Then they actually watched him.
Yeah, he failed his sales pitch, innit?
Yeah. Nah, let's move on from this guy because it's just a no-go. Next on the list, quality player, and it's Wilfred Ndidi from Leicester City. Now, obviously, first of all, we need to say it's Leicester. We're going to absolutely rinsed on a price if we do end up buying this guy.
Big cash.
Contracted. He's not got a mega contract. He's contracted until 2024. So what's that like? It will be 2 years then, won't it? So it's not the worst contract, and that will work, obviously, in City's favour. I think Wilfred Ndidi is an absolutely brilliant footballer, bro, and I'd love to get him in. I just think it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, this guy has been linked heavily with Manchester United. Heavily.
Yeah.
He's one that I think, without him signing Ronaldo, I think they might have put a bid in for him. He's the one that pretty much they seem to be going for. There's no links to City at this moment in time, but like you say, we're not looking yet. Next season we will be looking. I think he has to be on City's shortlist of options because he's very, very good, but this is the issue. You're going to pay that. He's going to cost a lot of money, and we still have Rodri. We still have Rodri, who's very good.
Yeah.
What are you signing him for? Are you signing to be a starter, or are you signing, someone to kind of like be backup to Rodri? I mean, I know they both get a lot of game time with the amount of football matches that we play, but it's a big. We will get absolutely rinsed from Leicester if we buy him. Yeah. Put it this way, he'll cost a lot more than Basuma, and we've already said Basuma will cost about 50 mil.
I think he'll cost a lot more. Yeah, I would also mention Ndidi is not injury free. He does get quite a few injuries every year. He doesn't. I'm looking at the record now. It's not mega bad injuries, but like he gets a couple of injuries. Every year. I'm looking at last year. It wasn't great for him. He only played 26 games last year. Thigh muscle strain, abductor muscle strain. So he does get a few injuries every single season, and that's something that obviously you need to take into consideration when you're paying a lot of money. Look, a fantastic footballer. I'd love to have him at City. I just think the money situation. I don't.
Our money will probably be better spent elsewhere next summer.
Yeah, no, definitely. Fantastic player, though. And last on the list for today is Ben Assa. This is a player that a lot of people want. Obviously, he's Algerian, so he'll have the Mahrez links. Apparently, Pep Guardiola really likes this guy. He's really highly rated. He's currently at AC Milan with a transfer market value of around £35 million. 23 years old, still pretty young, and contracted until 2024. So again, only have 2 years left on his deal. This could be a goer, this one, bro. I don't know what you think about this. I think it could be one that City could look at.
Yeah, I think this one, which would be an outsider, really. I think this one, like, people will end up focusing on the Basumas, the Ndidis and stuff like that. I mean, people will kind of like focus on them ones and want to get them, but then Benassa, come in as a left-sided option. He could sneak in and be our actual replacement for Fernandinho. I don't think he's the same type of player as Fernandinho, but I think he could come in and do.
I think he likes to play, though. He likes to play football. Like, he gets the ball on the floor, and he could end up joining a few of the attacks.
Yeah, I think for me it's weird because he's not on this list. However, if you just sidetrack a little bit in the same team to Kessie, I think Kessie's a very good player, and I think he would be a very good option. But again, you'd get rinsed trying to sign Kessie because he's a very promising young player. But you know what I mean? So Benassa is very much an option, but
He is an option. Should be mentioned again, injuries not great there. He only played 21 matches last year. The year before that, he played 31, which isn't too bad. But again, he does, he does get injuries from time to time. So that's something that you need to, take into consideration. And the transfer fee needs to be a little bit. It needs to be reflective of the fact that he's probably going to miss like 10, 15 games a season.
Yeah.
But a good option. Pep apparently likes this guy. If we can get him for cheap, then maybe it is a goer. But I don't think we will get him if you have to pay more than like 35, 40 million. I just don't think we'll go for him. That's my opinion on him. But look, good options on there, apart from Zakaria. I think all four of them, excluding Zakaria, are good players, and I'd have any of them really at City. Niehaus, Benassa, I like them too. They like to play, get forward. They'll probably have the best goal stats out of the four of them. Indeed, he's just going to cost you a lot of money, but has brilliant experience, obviously playing in the Prem for a few years now. And Basuma, the same, played Premier League football, never played in any sort of European competition, but he's a fantastic player and can do a little bit of anything. I think Basuma's probably...
My go-to is Basuma.
Yeah, probably my favourite player. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is it Basuma? Who's your favourite on that list, or do you have another one that we've not mentioned today? Massive shout out to our sponsors, Manscaped, guys. If you're still contemplating on whether or not to get one of these, you can get this. You can get the performance pack where you get like the ball deodorant, the ball toner, which smells really, really nice. And the best thing is, obviously, you get 20% off if you use our code, which is extra XTRA20 at manscaped.com. Links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the final in the 5 players City could sign in 2022. See you later.